Hello everyone, today I'm working on a little Manitowoc nugget ice machine. We're not making any ice. As you can see, we've made ice, but it's stopped at some point here. Alright, so let's just pull up a service manual here. Ice machine will not run diagnostics. So first thing, power is supplied to the control board. So in our case, we do not have any lights on the control board. I will show that in the following clip. The issue with this unit is every time we lock out, there's a 15-minute delay. Okay, this is an issue because just say I want to test 4 components, it's going to take me 1 hour because I'm going to keep locking myself out. Okay, so because of that, we're going to have to troubleshoot strategically so that I'm not going to test 4 components. I don't want to waste an hour waiting around with these 15-minute delays. There may be a way to get around this 15-minute delay. I didn't feel like calling Manitowoc and sitting on hold because that would have been, how long that delay would have been. So let's just pull up the service manual and just go through everything step by step. So power supplied to the ice machine. I know there's power to the machine. How? Because we had lights on that front cover. Okay. So here it's telling me to reset the control board, disconnect and reconnect line voltage. I do not want to do that. Okay. Because I'm going to have a 15-minute delay. So the next step now is power at terminals 90 and 39. All right, so we're checking for power here. At terminal 90, we have 0 volts. All right, so we just tested on terminal 90, which is right here, wire 90. So let's just draw out our schematic here. So our board's getting power from 39. That's just a straight shot from a neutral. We're good on there. Okay, we're losing power somewhere on this line here because we didn't have power at 90. And that's why we didn't have any LEDs on the board right here. That means we're dropping power through either our high pressure cutout switch or our low pressure cutout switch. So let's go back to our service manual here. High pressure cutout control. It stops the ice machine if we have high head pressure. So that means if we're getting up to 450 psi, it's going to shut off. And then once we get back below 300 psi, it's going to close that switch again. Now we could have a high pressure situation if this fan's not running. So how this fan runs is we have a fan cycle control. So once the unit gets to 250 psi, we'll send power to the condenser fan motor. Once we get below 200 psi, we'll cut power to the fans until our pressure reaches 250 again. So if this fan cycle control is not working, obviously our head pressure would go to 450 psi. Now we also had our low pressure cutout. So basically that'll stop the ice machine if the low pressure is too low. So if we're below 17 psi, we'll also lose power on that wire going to number 90. All right, so I do have 120 volts again at my board on this wire number 90. So that means one of the switches have closed its contacts. So it's either this low pressure switch right here, this high pressure switch here, the 2 purple wires, or that fan cycle control is not working. So there's 4 components in question: low pressure cutout, high pressure cutout, fan cycle control, or the fan condenser motor. Okay, every time I go to test these components, I'm gonna have a 15-minute delay. So if I go test this low pressure control switch and the switch opens up, I'm gonna have a 15-minute delay. I'm not gonna have time to test the high pressure cutout. I don't want to waste the next hour trying to test these 4 components. So I'm gonna go to the component that I think the issue is gonna be. It's either gonna be this high pressure cutout or this fan cycle control. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a jumper right here just for testing purposes. We're going to jump out this switch. All right, so let's go ahead and jumper out this high pressure cutout switch, the 2 purple wires. And now we're going to test our fan cycle switch. We have 120 volts into the switch, 0 volts potential difference across the fan cycle switch. All right, so because we have that 15-minute delay, I have to troubleshoot things extremely quickly. Okay, I want to get it on the first go around. So we came through here, low pressure switch is good, high pressure switch is good. Well, we jumped it out and we completed the circuit. How do I know we completed this circuit? Because the LEDs on the board did not go out. The second thing I tested was we came down here and we came to our contactor. What closes the contacts on 43? Let's go to our contactor coil, and it's power here from the board. And then our neutral side is again a straight shot to our neutral terminal. So now the next thing you could do is test this contactor contact. But because we have that 15-minute delay, we literally have less than 1 minute to troubleshoot this. There's no time to go around the machine and check for power. So I was fully prepared for that, and I knew I had to test for power here. So how I confirm that these contacts are closing right here is I tested for power right here. Okay, you saw in the video there, I got 120 volts right on this terminal here. So that's telling me this contactor contact is good. Now the second thing I did was I tested potential difference from here to here. So I have 120 volts in, I had 0 volts across. What is that telling us? That's telling us this switch is closed. So my fan cycle control is doing its job. Okay, now we have a complete circuit. So that's telling me one or two things are happening here. Our high pressure cutout switch is opening before 450 Fahrenheit, or this fan motor is not running. All right, so I do not have time to get my meter leads on that fan motor. Okay, so let's do the next best thing. Let's just try to kickstart it. Okay, and if it doesn't kickstart, we'll still have to confirm voltage here. So let me quickly grab a screwdriver. Like I said, we have less than a minute here. So I'm trying to work as quick as I can. And we'll kickstart it, and look at that. Fan is running. We have a bad condenser fan motor. Okay, our high pressure switch might still be bad. It might be damaged, but definitely the fan motor's bad. So first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and change this fan motor out. And we got the fan motor out. And we'll pop the new one in. And look at that. The fan motor is now running. I don't have to kickstart it. We are not going off on high pressure cutout switch. And we are beginning to make ice. We're dropping into the bin. You can see there, this ice machine needs a cleaning. I will send a quote for all of that. But looks like we're all good. And we've been making ice for about 20 minutes now. We've not gone off on high pressure cutout. And we are all good here.